check. Testing 1, 2. Check, check, testing. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hollywood Elite Wrestling. It is a pleasure to have you here. We are coming to you live from the brand new studio here in Burbank, California. Sound may be a little bit weird, things like that, but hopefully we'll have a good evening of wrestling. Give me a big old thumbs up in the chat or whatever if you can hear me right now. And if I'm loud enough, it is great to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fantastic evening of wrestling action for you here tonight, and I am super excited to present it to you. Big thanks to everybody who is here. People were here chatting early. Kathy Evans Neal is here. Frank Wainscott. Let me see who else. Bucky is here. Gerandis, Pete M., Christopher Merriman, Derek Bauman, Michael Bratta. Bucky says I sound great. I'm also using a brand new microphone. So that's part of this. I have a whole new arm set up here and everything, but I'm in a big room. So the room I'm in now if it sounds bigger, it's because it's a bigger room. But hopefully you can hear me okay, and we will have a great night of wrestling action. Before we get going, we, of course, do want to thank all of our amazing patrons. These are the fine folks who have gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a pledge for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to all of our patrons, but a special shout out to our patron producers, Eve Cunning, Kathy Crawford, Andrew Calcagno, Tony Urbano, Brandy, David Akers, Paul, Scott Armstrong, and Vicky Sebring. By next week, I'll have a new graphic here, so if you would like to get your name on this graphic, get it in this week, and we'll get it on there for June. Again, that's patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. Well, folks, we are back at the Tournament of Legends. If you are a longtime follower of Hollywood Elite Wrestling, you know that Hollywood Elite Wrestling was born out of the Tournament of Legends. And we had 4 recent Legends cards that were released. We had the 3 Promoter Prime cards for Cycle 1. I'm not saying quarters anymore. And we have Nikita Breznikov, who was from the Road to Galacticon Virtual Con. So very excited for all of this. And we may have 1 or 2 surprises coming in tonight. So the way this works is this is a 4-man single elimination tournament. The winner will get an automatic title shot against Buddy Rogers. And no DQs, no countouts. That's how it is going. All right, so here we go. Bad News Allen versus Nikita Breznikov. And we will roll for initiative, and we will ring the bell. Ooh, I got to turn the bell up. The bell was a little quiet there, but it was there. And Nikita Breznikov actually is going to start things off with an eye gouge. And Bad News Allen reverses it on level 2. Hits a big clothesline on Nikita Breznikov. Hurt 2. And there is a big headbutt on the Russian, and he is down. Bad News Allen follows it up with a big pile driver, and Nikita Breznikov is down. There's a jumping leg drop 3, and Nikita Breznikov is still down. Bad News Allen just trouncing him, tosses him out of the ring. Remember, no DQs, no countouts. So Nikita Breznikov can't be counted out here. He will get 1 to his fatigue rating, and Bad News Allen will hit another jumping leg drop on Nikita Breznikov, and that will be his pin. The target here will be 7, and the roll is 5. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bad News Allen with a super quick victory over Nikita Breznikov. And Bad News Allen will move into the second round. No fatigue there at all. So he will not be taking any fatigue. And let's see, he won with a jumping leg drop. And you know what? I'm going to say it was a squash. That's what I'm going to say. Sorry, Nikita Breznikov. I'm going to say it is a squash. So, Bad News Allen moves on to the second round. Who is he going to face? Well, we are going to find out in our next match. And our next match is none other than Nord the Barbarian versus the Golden Boy, Danny Spivey. Danny Spivey, one of those rare instances who gets a second chance at the Tournament of Legends, because, of course, we had Dan Spivey wrestling when he came out, which I believe was last year. All right, so here we go. Nord the Barbarian versus Danny Spivey, the Golden Boy. And Danny Spivey's going to start things off here. Who will face Bad News Allen? An arm bar. Ooh, and Nord is down. Danny Spivey, a big power slam on the Barbarian. He is down. Look at this. Another power slam. Hurt to big Danny Spivey. Not wasting any time. There's a drop kick. And another hurt to Danny Spivey with a football tackle. Hurts too. Holy moly. Danny Spivey with another football tackle. Dazed one. We're headed back up to the top. There's an arm bar on Nord the Barbarian. And he is hurt. Danny Spivey with another big drop kick. And Nord the Barbarian is down. Another power slam on Nord the Barbarian. Hurt too. Football tackle on Nord. Nord reverses it. Are we going to see some offense here? Let's see. Into the ropes. He tosses Danny Spivey in the ropes, but Spivey hits a big flying shoulder tackle and will roll on level 2 offense, and he rolls a choice C, and he is going to go he's going to hit the elbow smash as an agility move. So this will work on an 8 or less. The roll, a 9. Doesn't work. Nord swats him to the canvas and hits a power slam of his own on Danny Spivey. Here comes Nord the Barbarian coming back into the turnbuckle. Spivey whipped into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick, the big boots of Nord the Barbarian. There is a power slam, and that Barbarian's going for a pin. The target 4, the roll of 7. Nord the Barbarian following it up with an over-the-shoulder backbreaker. Ouch, hurt too. And Nord the Barbarian with a into the turnbuckle again. And he bounced forward in an incredible neck-breaking clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense into the turnbuckle again. And it's a reversal. Nord the Barbarian goes into the turnbuckle, and he catches the charging opponent with a skull-splitting lariat. He goes down hard. Spivey rolling on level 3 defense. He is down. He will leave the ring because there's no DQs or countouts, but he crawls helplessly back in. Nord follows that up with a big clothesline, knocks Spivey off his feet. He is down. Nord the Barbarian with the leg drop. He's going to use the leg drop here. It is a +1. The target is going to be 6. The roll is a 10. And Spivey with 1 fatigue. Nord the Barbarian, he follows that up with another over-the-shoulder backbreaker. Hurt 2. Nord the Barbarian follows that up with a power slam on Danny Spivey. Hurt 2. Nord the Barbarian with a big boot to the face on Spivey, and we is going to roll his pin again. The target is going to be 6 here. The roll 11 and another fatigue, and Barbarian following that up. We're going to say he locks in the full Nelson this time. So this will be a +1. The target is 8. The roll of 5. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner via submission with the full Nelson is none other than Nord the Barbarian. What a match that was so far. Most exciting match of the night. Full Nelson submission. And let's see. I don't think... Yeah, he had no fatigue. And Spivey gets 1 more for losing. He's at 4, so that'll be a 2-star match. And Nord will take no fatigue into the finals. And as we get ready for the finals, suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, the Hollywood Elite Wrestling Women's Champion, Joanie Laurer, the newly crowned champion, comes to the ring, and she issues a challenge. She says that many people don't think that she deserves to be champion because she just entered the Fed and walked straight up to the championship. So Joanie Laurer has issued a challenge to the former HEW Women's World Champions and is issuing a challenge to them all. And ladies and gentlemen, out first is none other than Jazz. So this is an extra bonus match here tonight before our finals. Joanie Laurer versus Jazz for the title. Look at this. No other champion has ever done this. Joanie Laurer putting the title on the line. Spur of the moment right here against Jazz. Let's roll for initiative. Let's ring the bell. Joanie Laurer starting things off. Into the turnbuckle goes Jazz. Jazz reverses it. Joanie Laurer goes into the turnbuckle, lifts a knee, and she will roll on level 2 offense. There's a handspring elbow on Jazz. Hurt too. Now, if you remember, Jazz was our inaugural women's champion, running the inaugural gauntlet. And there is a slap to the face. I believe, I'd have to look back at the records, but I believe Jazz is a 2-time champion. Slap to the face, days 1. And there is a press slam 3. It's a power move. It will work. Jazz in trouble. Jazz rolling her pin. The target 2. The roll of 9. There's 1 fatigue for Jazz. And Joanie Laurer following it up with a sleeper slam on Jazz. Hurt 2. Joanie Laurer continuing with a handspring elbow to Jazz, then rolling her pin again. The target here will be 3. The roll is another 9. Jazz now at 2 fatigue. Joanie Laurer not going to throw her out of the ring, keeping her in the ring. There's a vertical suplex on Jazz. Jazz reverses it. Is Jazz going to come back here? Tries a falling body slam, but no. Joanie Laurer just too powerful. Forearm smash 2. Hurt 2. Joanie Laurer, handspring elbow 3. Down 3. Jazz is going to bail out of the ring, try and catch her breath. A wild brawl erupts. Whoever has the better ring rating, that's going to be Jazz. Jazz wins the brawl, rolls on level 3. She locks in the beep clamp. This is a +2. Joanie Laurer, the target here will be 3. The roll is a 6. So Joanie Laurer able to get out Jazz with a double underhook suplex. The champ in trouble here. Down 3. Joanie Laurer is going to roll out of the ring. Crawls helplessly back in. Jazz locks it in again. A big +2. The target will be 4. The roll, an 8. Another fatigue. Oh, Joanie Laurer may regret making this challenge. There's a double underhook suplex on Joanie Laurer. Jazz moving to level 2. A leg drop 2. And dazed 1. We're headed back up to the top. Jazz tries some forearm smashes. Dazes Joanie Laurer. Tries a drop kick. They have equal agility, so this will work. And Joanie Laurer is hurt too. Jazz tries a falling body slam, but again does not work, just does not have the power. There's a vertical suplex from Joni Lauer, and Jazz slips out the back, reverses it, hits a drop kick for 2 on Joni Lauer, but she reverses it with a hip toss on Jazz. Jazz reverses it on level 2. A sit-out power slam. Her 2. Here comes the challenger fighting back. Into the ropes goes Joni Lauer. The opponent uses a specialty move, goes in for the kill. Oops, ignore this roll right here. We're rolling on level 3. There's a Fisherman's Buster. Hurt 2. Jazz with into the turnbuckle. She's going to roll up instead. Going to go for a choice E and going to go for the agility move. This will work on a 9 or less. The roll a 2. It does work. Joni Lauer in trouble. Her 2. Jazz with a sit-out power slam on the champ. She is down. Jazz with another Fisherman's Buster. Hurt 2. Jazz continuing a sit-out power slam 3. And Joni Lauer going to roll her pin here. The target is a 3. The roll a 7. So the champ still hanging in there, but Jazz really putting on the pressure. Choice H. Gonna go for the agility here. It'll work on an 8 or less. The roll of 5. It does work. The champ in trouble. Down 3. Jazz again. Choice H. Again, gonna go for the agility. 8 or less. Rolls a 12. It doesn't work. Here comes the champ firing back with a big clothesline on Jazz. And Jazz rolling her pin. Target 4. Roll 11. Another fatigue for Jazz. Joni Lauer with a choice E. And she will go for the agility. This will work on a 9 or less. The roll a 3. It does work. Jazz hurt 2. And forearm smash 2. Hurt 2. Joni Lauer with a handspring elbow 3. Hurt 2. Joni Lauer looking to finish this. A spinning neck breaker 3. Hurt 2. Just can't keep Jazz down. Power slam 2. Jazz hurt 2. Joni Lauer spinning neck breaker 3. Hurt 2. And there's another handspring elbow 3. Hurt 2. Forearm smash 2. And Jazz reverses it on level 2. There's an electric chair facebuster. Hurt 2. Jazz firing back. Leg drop 2. Hurt 2. Into the turnbuckle. She's going to roll up instead. There is the choice E. Going to go for the agility move. It'll work on a 9 or less. And it does. Joni Lauer in trouble. And she is going to roll her pin again. The target 4. The roll an 8. Another fatigue token. She is at 4. Jazz with the choice H. Again, going to go for the agility. This will work on an 8 or less. The roll of 5. It does work. Joni Lauer in trouble. Again, going to roll her pin. Do we have a new champ? 5 is the target. 7 is the roll. Jazz, holy cow. There it is. The bitch clamp. She locks it in. No one to save the champ. Here we go. The target is 8. The roll is 8. And Joni Lauer's reign comes to an end by the original champion, the one and only Jazz. What a match, ladies and gentlemen, out of the blue. Submission, and we have a new champion. So let's see. That will be 1 star because it's a title match. And let's see. We got 6 fatigue, and then we've got 3 fatigue. So that is actually 4.5. So we will give that 4.5 stars. And wow, what a result here, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to have to give me 1 second as... Oh, wait, I'm going to add a title change to this match. There we go. Bloop. New champion is Jazz. And the new women's world champion right there. All right, returning to card management. And now we've got to add, after all that excitement, we got to add our tournament final here. No count out. No, let's see. I usually do no DQ, no count out. And let's see. That's segment 4. This is Bad News Allen versus Nord the Barbarian. One of these two men will go on to face Buddy Rogers for the title. And this will be your main event here tonight from the new studios. The fans liking the victory by Jazz. Certainly shocking. I will say that much. Certainly. All right, so here we go. This is our main event. This is Bad News Allen versus Nord the Barbarian. One of these two wrestlers will face Buddy Rogers for the title on the next Supercard. And, neither of them have fatigue. I would think Nord the Barbarian would be a little worse for wear, but we will not start any fatigue there. All right, here we go. Rolling for initiative, ringing the bell. And they both roll an 8, both men jockeying for position. And Bad News Allen, with a punch, gets the initiative. There's a headlock takeover. 1. Nord, refuses to go over and shove off a lockup on Bad News Allen. And Bad News Allen says no. Look at this. Pump kick to the stomach. They both have equal agility, so that will work. Nord the Barbarian is down. Here comes Bad News Allen. There it is, the Ghetto Blaster. The target here is going to be 5, and the roll is a 7. There's 1 fatigue for Nord the Barbarian. Bad News Allen not going to throw him out of the ring, going to wrestle smart into the turnbuckle, launches the Barbarian into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick, and there is a big headbutt on Nord the Barbarian. Hurt too. And big right hand too. Big right hand punch too. Sorry, dazed 1. Nord the Barbarian shaking that off. Bad News Allen with a headlock takeover. And Nord the Barbarian again says absolutely not. Not going to roll in the turnbuckle. Going to roll up instead. There's a one-arm body slam. That will work. A big move there. And Allen is hurt. There's multiple mauling forearms. Hurt too. And follows that up with a running knee drop on Bad News Allen. Hurt too. Into the ropes goes Bad News Allen. The opponent tries a sunset flip. Bad News Allen grabs the Nord the Barbarian's leg. He rolls his pin. The target here 4. The roll is 6. Nord the Barbarian able to kick out. And it tries an elbow drop to the throat. This is a choice G. Gonna go for the death jump. Bad News Brown climbing up to the top. Oops. Ignore that. The opponent blasts you with a flying clothesline or some other move. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. And there is a jumping leg drop on Nord the Barbarian, and he is down. He will leave the ring. Nord the Barbarian comes out of the ring, continues the fight. He smashes Bad News Allen into the table. Now, there's no disqualifications here. Throws Bad News Allen back in. Nord follows that up, locks in the camel clutch, and that is a hurt too. Nord the Barbarian following it up with into the turnbuckle. He's going to take his chances. He's going to throw him in, but no, Bad News Allen lifts a knee and hits a big clothesline on Nord the Barbarian. That turned the tide quickly. Down 3. There's a big pile driver. He gets Nord the Barbarian up, hits him with the pile driver. He is down. Choice G again, and again going to go for the death jump. Climbs to the top. The opponent climbs to the top, but you recover. Throws him off the top turnbuckle. Here comes Nord the Barbarian. He rolls the leg drop. +1. The target 4. The roll 5. Bad News Allen just able to kick out. Nord the Barbarian with a choice H. And his death jump is a C. His agility is a +1. Going to go for that. 9 or less is the roll. The roll's a 7. It works. Bad News Allen is hurt. Nord the Barbarian with a big boot to the face. And that is a hurt 2. Nord the Barbarian with a running knee drop 2. And that is a hurt to Nord the Barbarian. Into the ropes goes Bad News Allen. And no, Bad News Allen gets him into a position for a pile driver, smashes him with it. Roll on level. Oops, hold on. Ignore that. We're rolling on level 3 offense for Bad News Brown. Allen, he hits the Ghetto Blaster. Here it is. Target 7. Roll 8. Nord the Barbarian just able to kick out. And in frustration, Bad News Allen throws Nord the Barbarian out. The opponent comes out of the ring to attack you while Brawler ups the wrestler with the better ring rating. They are equal. So Bad News Allen will roll on level 3 offense, and there it is, the Ghetto Blaster again. The target 8, the roll a 3, and ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new number 1 contender to the title, currently held by Buddy Rogers, is none other than Bad News Allen. There you go. Bad News Allen. Nord the Barbarian. Finish was Ghetto Blaster. Pin. And let's see this rating here. We'll get 1 fatigue there. He was at a 1. He was at a 4. So that will be a 2.5 star match. And that will wrap it up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for being here tonight. Certainly do appreciate it. And it's good to be back in the studio. As you're going to hear in my videos, I have recorded a few videos. We live right underneath the airport. So you're going to hear a lot of planes flying by and all that kind of good stuff. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you to Frank, Carl Zilla, Bucky, Pete M, Michael Bratta. Let me see if we're trying to catch everybody here. Neil, of course, my good friend Neil, and Durandis, and somebody I know is Jay Irish 780 was here. Thank you for tuning in. Christopher Merriman, always a pleasure. Eric Bauman, always a pleasure. Frank, I know Kathy was here at the beginning, and I think I've hit it up at the top. Let me just see if there's anybody else. Kathy, Zombie Genesis, and to anybody who I missed, it's certainly not on purpose. It's just because I gotta scroll through. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. And we will see you next week. Yes, during July, there may be a couple weeks I will miss, but we will look forward to that when we get to that. Happy June, everybody. I will talk to you soon.